Guys, another episode of Monday Morning Manager. Murph here. Hope everybody had a great weekend. This week I want to talk about goals, strategies, and tactics. It's kind of a framework that I came across from the author Seth Godin in one of his latest books, This Is Marketing, and I thought it would be great to share here because a lot of times artists or managers get so bogged down on the nitty-gritty stuff. They're not thinking more big picture, and even from jump, you don't really have an idea of how you're going to achieve your goals. You're just like, oh, I want to make money from my art. How do I do that? And you kind of just start running things down. I think it's great if you're able to take a little bit of time and kind of create a blueprint for yourself so that you have a North Star and you can make better use of your time, energy, and resources. So again, I want to share that this week. So I want you to think of this as kind of like a pyramid, right? Up top you have your goals, and then in the middle you have your strategies that help the goals, and then at the bottom you have the tactics that kind of help both of those things. So just to give you a brief overview of kind of what Seth was talking about, your goal is kind of the change you seek to make in the world. It can be self-focused goal of being able to earn enough money, but chances are it's more likely to be about the change that you seek to make for those you serve. The goal is your shining light. It's that unwavering destination of your work. So that kind of sits at the top. Then that second piece is the strategy. The strategy is the long-lasting way in which you're investing in reaching that goal. So, your strategy sits above your tactics again, and if the strategy is successful, you get closer to your goal. You might want to change your strategy from time to time, but you're not going to do this often. Those are kind of tent poles for you to follow. And then lastly, you have your tactics at the bottom. And, these are going to be dozens or hundreds of steps that you'll take on behalf of the strategy, so that you can kind of level up to reach your goal. And the good news here is that if one of the tactics fails, that's okay, because you have another one that is right, can take its place and really support your strategy. So again, goals right up at the top, strategy in the middle, and then at the bottom, those are your tactics. And, I want you to take a little bit of time this week and try and map those out. Just to give you some quick examples, right? Your goal may be to be an artist that's able to support themselves from their work. Okay, if that's your goal, then you have to start thinking about the strategy. What are the revenue streams that artists have at their disposal now, right? So touring, which isn't really there, but you still need to kind of plan for that for the next year or so. How do you get to be able to tour? Then it's obviously streaming, right? How do you get your streaming metrics up? And then lastly, it could be building up a following, right? So that you can create a Patreon page where you have your own subscribers. So those could be your strategies, right, to be able to create enough money to reach your goal. And then when you get down to the nitty-gritty tactics, it's like, okay, cool. How do you build your audience? What do you need to do on social media? How do you build your streaming numbers? Like, how do you work with the DSPs? How do you get playlisted? What can you do there? And then lastly, from a touring standpoint, okay, if tours aren't there right now, is there anything that you can do to kind of supplement that? Maybe it's planning to get a booking agent. So how do you go about doing that? What are the tactics you can use to reach out to people? So again, I thought that framework would be useful to the artists out there that are watching, just to kind of help create a better blueprint and guide for you to achieve your goals of becoming a full-time artist. So I appreciate the time, guys, and hop in the comment section or shoot me a DM and let me know what you guys think of that. I'm curious what it is that you guys are working on and how you're able to achieve some of the goals that you have. So again, appreciate the time. We'll talk soon. Peace.